Hello, this video will show you how to access your Digication ePortfolio account for the purposes of your SoLVE course. We are now looking at the University of La Verne homepage. The first thing you'll need to do to access your ePortfolio account is to log into the portal. And to do that, you'll click on My La Verne at the very top. And then you'll click on the La Verne portal on the left side. This will take you to the login page where you will enter your username and password, which is the same as those that you use for your email. As soon as you log into the portal, you'll see a menu on the left side. About halfway down, there's a link called Digication. Once you click on that link, you'll be taken to a landing page for Digication. You'll notice that there's a University of La Verne banner page, and underneath that banner is a login button. You click on that login. Now you've been taken directly into your ePortfolio account. In my case, I have several ePortfolios here that I've created over time. In your case, this may be blank, or you may have one or two samples. So we will then begin the process of creating a new ePortfolio. The first thing you'll do to do that is click on the Create button right over here. And now it's asking you to give it a name. The easiest thing to do is to give it your username initially. And you could always change this later. So your username will typically be your first name dot last name. You may have a number. The next thing you'll do is click on the La Verne Experience template. There are some pre-designed pages that you'll be building on, which I'll show you in a moment. Scroll down and you can leave the theme selected. As far as permissions, you want to select private within the University of La Verne, which means that anybody within the university can search for and find your ePortfolio. However, nobody outside the university can see your ePortfolio. You go ahead and allow tags by anyone. As far as comments, you can leave those default settings. And the last thing you want to select is Enable Conversations. This allows your professor to add commentary to portions of your ePortfolio. Click on Create New ePortfolio, and then you're taken to the beginning of your ePortfolio. This, because you selected a template, there are some pre-designed pages. So first, let me point out that the University of La Verne banner is always going to show up here. You'll notice that the name you gave your portfolio is right underneath the banner. And then underneath that are these pre-designed pages that are labeled, and you'll notice that most of these labels coincide with the baccalaureate goals. If you're not familiar with those, you will be throughout this course. Under About Me, so when the About Me page is selected, you'll find that it's identified here. There are some sub-pages underneath the About Me page, and these are listed down below. I'm going to point your attention to ePortfolio Tools, which have several resources that will be handy for you to have. So several links. The first couple of links are video tutorials, including this one. This video will be linked on a site called the Center for the Advancement of Faculty Excellence. There's an ePortfolio page. You can just click on this link and it'll take you right to that page. It'll give you a background on why we're using ePortfolio, and it will include some specific video tutorials. There's also a YouTube channel that has some general guidance on how to use Digication. We have an ePortfolio help desk, which is housed in the library, and it's run by the same team that manages the Blackboard help desk. And so you can find more information on this link. The baccalaureate goals I mentioned earlier, as well as the outcomes and the rubrics, are all available at this link. We have a La Verne Experience office, which has its own website linked here. And then we also have a link for the Academic Success Center. The next thing I want to show you is how to submit an assignment. So the first assignment, the first signature assignment that you'll be asked to do is something called a braid reflection, and that is contained under the values page right up here. So you click on the values page, and you'll notice a few things. When you scroll down, there are two sections here. The first section lists the learning outcomes that are addressed by this braid reflection assignment. The first learning outcome has to do with cultural competence, the second has to do with ethical reasoning, and the third has to do with civic and community knowledge. The second section describes the assignment itself and what you're expected to do. So I'm going to show you how it is that you will go about posting your assignment to this page. And it's a fairly easy process once you have seen it once or twice. So what you'll do is, once you have followed these instructions and completed your paper, you will come up here and click on the Edit tab in the first section. And what this does is it allows you to then edit the content of this section. So you'll notice that there's a blinking cursor right here, which means that you could change you could delete all this, you could change it, you could move it around. I'm going to ask you to just hit enter a few times just to move it down, and then post your work right up here. So if you have a paper that you've written and that's saved on your desktop, there's an easy way to attach that paper right here. The menu right above has an icon in the center center top that's called Insert File. Once you click on that, it'll allow you to choose a file from your desktop or anywhere else you may have it contained. I'm going to choose this one called Braid Reflection. I'm going to click on Open. Once it uploads, I can then insert this right here. So now you'll remember this was blank earlier. Now I've uploaded my braid reflection paper as a Word document. The other thing that you'll be asked to do is to write a narrative that describes your reflections on completing this braid assignment. I will show you a sample of what that looks like in a moment. The second assignment that you will complete is a career map. And that career map is contained under the career preparation table page. Oh, I forgot something critical. So thank you for that reminder. I'm going to stay on this page. Once you've uploaded content, it's really important that you save this content and then you publish it. So you click on Publish this page and Publish all changes. And to verify whether you've done it right, click on the Values tab again, and then you'll find that this section now has new content that you've added. Now, the career map activity will be done under the career preparation page, and once you click on that, you'll find a description of what it is you're being asked to do. You'll get more information from your instructor on this particular assignment, but it's under the resume development page, which is right here, and you'll go through a similar process. You'll click on Edit, and then you can place your cursor right here. You could post, in this particular activity, you'll be creating an image, and then you can upload that image here as a, just like you did post the braid reflection paper. So you could upload a JPEG or any kind of image file, bitmap file or whatever, so that'll be attached right here, and then you'll write a narrative describing your reflections on completing this. And again, I'm going to show you a sample of that in a moment. So there are two more things I want to show you. Once you're done, so let me click on Save here and then Publish. Very important steps. Once you're done completing your assignment, posting all of your content, you need to then submit these assignments. To submit these assignments, I have to go to a different browser. So I'm going to come over here. This is a different sample, but you could do the same kind of thing. So I'm going to go under my Values tab, and I don't have anything posted here, so I'm going to just go through this process very quickly. I'm going to upload my paper, braid, insert. Okay, now I have a new document that's posted. I'm going to click on save, publish, all changes. Now I'm ready to submit this. To submit this, you will go to the very top, Portfolio Tools, click on that. There's a drop-down menu. Underneath that, you'll find Submit. Once you click on Submit, a dialog box pops open, and then you can choose the assignment that you want to submit to. So the assignment we just posted is the braid reflection. Now you'll notice that I have two braid reflections here. That's an error. By the time you see this video, you'll only see one braid reflection. So you will click on the braid reflection, which identifies the assignment you're submitting, and then it now asks you, what part of your ePortfolio do you want to submit? So since the braid reflection is contained in the Values tab, the Values tab is already selected here because that was the last tab we were on when we submitted. So this is exactly the one page that I want to submit. Now you could have selected all of your entire portfolio, which selects all the pages and subpages, or you could pinpoint specific pages, more than one, or you could just do the one that's relevant. So once you click on the relevant page and you click on submit, it goes through a processing and you are done. And here is the timestamp of when you submitted it. And if ever you've made a mistake, you submitted the wrong page, or you submitted when you didn't intend to, you can always undo that submission by clicking on this link down here. Now, as far as a sample, I am going to show you what the two assignments could look like. So under the Values tab, I have here an actual sample of a reflection that was written by a student on the braid reflection assignment. And down here you'll notice the braid reflection paper that's been posted. So your values page should look a lot like this. Some type of reflection followed by your attached document, and then down below we've seen these pages. These are the learning outcomes, and then this is the actual braid assignment down here. The career map is under the career preparation tab under resume development. So you'll remember that the career map activity had just a one-line description of what you'll do. Here in this case, this is an image that was created by a student of the map of their academic journey, where they expect to go, what goals they have in their life, and they posted some images to represent some of their passions and what areas they want to work in. And then right above that image is a narrative describing their reflections on the assignment that they completed. That is all that this video will cover. Thank you.